love an imperfect person. Now listen to me. Love is not a feeling. Love is a choice. Love is not a feeling. Love is a commitment that you make. A lot of people today, you hear them say, I don't love him anymore, I don't love her anymore. No, love is not a feeling. Feelings come and feelings go, but the commitment must stay. I don't have time. I can spare with, you see, understanding marriage is part 1 to 3. Just understanding marriage is part 1. It's a 3-hour course. Understanding marriage, part 1 to 3. So we can't dig into all the dimensions, because when we talk about love, the word love is from 4 different words. So when you say love, there is agape or agape, God's kind of love. There is eros, love that has to do with passion. There is filial or filial, love that has to do with reciprocity. And there is storge, love that has to do with bloodline. So when you go into marriage, marriage is a covenant commitment to love an imperfect person. In order for marriage to be married, all the 4 loves must be in place. Agape must be there, filial must be there, eros must be there, storge must be there. So when you go through the journey of marriage, there will come a time when the challenges of life will hit you, and what keeps you going is, this is my brother, this is my sister, I cannot disappoint her. Not because she has done something good, not because everything is looking good. You stay committed because you have made a commitment before God. But when you stay committed because you have made a commitment before God and you have honored God, the feeling will now come back later. So there are going to be times in your marriage when you don't feel like seeing your spouse. You don't feel like seeing anybody. You just want to be on your own. You say, leave me, just give me some time. It doesn't mean there's no more marriage. It simply means that right now I need my space. There are times your children will come, Daddy's busy. It doesn't mean you don't love them anymore, but right now I need my space. But guess what? Many people destroy marriage based on the fact that they don't have any feeling anymore. And then 2 days later, the feeling come back and they have destroyed the marriage already. So feelings come and feelings go. So love is not a feeling. Love is a choice. It's a commitment you make. I have chosen you, and that's it. So marriage is a covenant commitment to love an imperfect person unconditionally for the rest of your life. Now listen, there is no perfect man out there. Forget the suit, forget the tie, forget the skirt suit, forget all the packaging you see in church on Sunday. Everybody that comes to church on Sunday morning, we are all actors and actresses. Hello? Did you not pick what you are going to wear this morning? That's a costume. You prepared your costume for this morning. You knew you were going to church and you said, as I'm going to church, and let me wear this one. If I wear this one will go this way, then I will do this one. So you are an actor. You are an actress. And the reason why a lot of people get into trouble is that they marry people based on what they see in church. And then when you get out of church, you discover that this is a packaged poison. You get out of church, you relate with them, you now discover this is a packaged terrorist. When a terrorist wears suit and tie, shaves clean, and wears an Armani suit and carries a briefcase, you can't see terrorism in their face. But when they get home, yeah, they manifest. So there are people you see in church today, fine babes, looking tidy, but by the time she opens her mouth, excuse me, talk to the hand. Are you not born again? Hey, let's put the Bible aside. Hey, put the Bible aside. That's why you now discover that you have carried trouble. So listen to me. Don't ever marry anybody based on what you see in church. Because what you see in church is not what you will see at home. By the time that person begins to snore, hey, then you will now be wondering. Praise God. Are you getting what I'm telling you now? Listen. There is nobody that is perfect. There is no perfect man. There is no perfect woman. There is no Mr. Perfect, there is no Mrs. Perfect. Everyone you see is a work in progress. Everyone you see is an uncompleted project. So, when you are getting involved with them, you must know that what you get is what you get. It's all in the package. So by the time the person comes to you, whatever is the good, the bad, and the ugly in their past, present, and future, you enroll for it. So if there is a demon in their bloodline, the day you see I do, you carry the demon. You start fighting together. If there is blessing in the bloodline, you carry it. If there is a nasty attitude, nasty character, if there is a terrible issue of rape and molestation, you carry it. So once you are going to marriage, don't fool yourself. You are married to an imperfect person. Some of you will now begin to walk towards perfection, because listen and listen well. Marriage is like an empty glass. Marriage is like a vacuum. The quality of the marriage is determined by the quality of the people in the marriage. Marriage is not good, marriage is not bad, marriage is just constant. It's like a glass. You fill it up with water, it becomes a glass of water. Fill it up with juice, it becomes a glass of juice. Fill it up with poison, it becomes a glass of poison. So the character of the people that goes into marriage is what determines the character of the marriage. So if 2 lovely people get married, you have a lovely marriage. If 2 nasty people get married, you have a nasty marriage. If 2 angry people get married, you have a hungry marriage. If 2 poor people get married, you have a poor marriage. If 2 good people get married, you have a good marriage. So marriage is like a vacuum. This marriage is bad. There is nothing wrong in marriage. Something is wrong with you. Hello, somebody. Are you getting that now? Truth. They don't tell you this, but this is the reality. Forget all the packaging you see. Because many of the things you see now is fake and artificial. A lot of guys get frustrated from day one. Because when they see the babe, they see everything, they are moved by their loss. They see the front load, they see the back load, they see everything looking powerful, and they are moved. Say, I'm looking forward to. So I do, Pastor, all of this message is too long. Let's go home and start the journey. And then they get home and the baby begins to offload. And then they suddenly realize that something is wrong somewhere. First of all, she removes the weave. And they suddenly realize that the grandmother is still there. And then they have always been seeing her eyes looking like that. They say, oh, I see Jesus in your eyes. It makes me happy. And then she will now remove the extension. And then the guy is like, what's happening here? And then, you're lovely. Your eyes are shining bright. And then all of a sudden, she will just put her hand inside and remove the contact lens. And they will see that this is Leah. And then, the brightness of your teeth makes me want to kiss you. And then she now remove the teeth and they see that there's nothing there. And may God help you. If what you have been seeing here that is turning your head, she now puts her hand inside, bring it out, and the thing goes flat. Hey! So trouble starts from day one. Because there is so much packaging. And then when you now marry, you see the reality. Because the woman that will wake up by your side is not going to have eyelashes, is not going to have contact lens, is going to have mouth odor. The woman that will wake up is going to have baba, baba, early in the morning. And that's the real thing. Can you handle that? Hello? So before you say I do, you must understand marriage. You must understand marriage. Listen, marriage is the only institution where there's no graduation. You are forever learning, never coming to the knowledge of the truth. I'm telling you, when you think you know your wife, she will bring out another color. When you think you know your husband, he will bring out another color. Marriage is the only institution where there is no graduation. Marriage is the only institution where people expect you to succeed in what you have not been trained for. To be a lawyer, there is law school. To be a doctor, there is medical school. Even to drive, there is driving school, catering school. But to marry, no school of marriage. Everybody just thinks that because they are adult, they can handle marriage. Then they enter and go and face trouble. So people expect you to succeed in what you have not been trained for. Marriage is the only institution where you collect your certificate on the day of resumption. Every other school, you go for lectures, you do tests, then you do exam, and when you pass, they give you certificate. But for marriage, day one, you start with dun 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 dun. It's like a song for burial. Dun 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 dun. You know when they have put people in chain and they are going to kill them in firing squad. Dun 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 dun. So you say, hey, my life not finished. Oh, hey, I'm going. Oh Lord, help me. Oh, will I return in one piece? Da 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 da. There's so much sorrow. I don't know why we keep singing those slow songs. I don't know. Hello. Then they dance. Then they go and sign. And once you sign, they will now give you certificates. Class you have not gone to, test you have not written, exam you have, and they are giving you. Common sense should tell you that certificate is by faith. They are giving you the certificate. Okay, take certificate. Go and prove yourself. Go and prove yourself. Hello. Let me round up with this. This is just point one. So in second service we'll do point 2 and 3. Then maybe we'll continue on Monday. So don't miss. Are you going to miss tomorrow? Then Wednesday night prepare. Come fasting. Let's deal with them. Let me teach you, because these things are missing. Everybody just thinks they know. Don't know nothing. So let me give you this one. Listen. Are you ready? Are you sure? No man on earth can marry one woman. I know it's a good one. Even me, I know it's good. It will shock you. Shake you. Hello? Now listen. If you don't agree, you will agree. If you don't agree by revelation, you will agree by experience. Listen. Every man in his lifetime will marry at least 6 women. Yeah. 6. And those 6 women will come out of the one woman he married at the altar. Hello? I go back again. Fast forward. Some of you are lost. Every man in his lifetime will marry at least 6 women. And those 6 women will come out of the one woman that he met at the altar. You see, a lot of marriages are suffering today because they have entered into what I call the midlife crisis of marriage. Because when you marry a woman, every 5 years, a woman changes. So a woman changes every 5 years, but many men still think it's the same woman. And when the second woman shows up out of the first woman, they are confused. This is not the woman I married. You were not doing this when I married you. When you married her, she was 28. Now she's 35. What used to matter to her matters no more. What used to mean something to her means nothing to her no more. What she was expecting to happen in 5 years is now 8 years. It has not happened. She's in a state of frustration because she has seen other people that married the same time with her. They have crossed over into comfort, and the sight of comfort in her own marriage is still very far. And all the men she said no to and chose you, they have all gone ahead of you, and she's wondering whether I should have chosen them instead of you. Hello? So when you marry a woman in her 20s, she's a different woman. Because that woman one day will become pregnant, and through a 9-month process, out of your wife will come forth a mother. And then crisis begins. Because now she was a wife to you alone, but now she's no more a wife to you alone. She's a wife to you and a mother to somebody else. So you now have to begin to contend, earnestly contend for the faith that was once delivered unto you. So what belonged to you before does not belong to you anymore exclusively. Somebody else is sharing. You now have to create a sharing formula. And sometimes you'll be deprived of what rightfully belongs to you because somebody else is now important. And then you see another woman. And then you ask yourself, is it because we now have it? I don't you love me? No, I love you, but I'm a different woman now. I'm now a mother. And many people don't know how to handle that because the person they married was a wife, not a mother. Now she's a mother. The second wife has shown up. And they're still married to the first one that was not a mother. And when they don't know how to handle it, many marital problems start from that point. And I can go on and on and on. So if you are ever going to say I do, the first thing is you must understand marriage. And listen to me, what I've just said, no matter how exciting or powerful you think it is still small compared to many things you need to know about understanding marriage. That's why getting the books, getting the tape will go a long way in helping you. Second,